Alright, hey everybody, and welcome to my first actual Dragon Ball Z figure review. This is actually a statue, but you know what I mean. And we're going to be taking a look at Piccolo from the Figuarts Zero line, which is super cool. But before I give you a further look at this guy, I do want to go over the packaging details with you. Okay guys, and so this box is really big. Hopefully you can kind of see the comparison here between my body and this box. It's very large to actually just support Piccolo's cape because he's not a huge figure. But obviously here we do have the Figuarts Zero on the plastic, like the Figuarts figures like to do for some reason. A really cool picture of Piccolo. The one thing that I really like about this line, or these lines of figures, is the pictures that they use, the graphics are always of their like statues and stuff, so it just kind of adds to the awesomeness of it. Like none of it is like from the show. I mean, it would be very different, but same with Star Wars though, they use the figures instead of actual clips from the movie and whatnot. But this is a really big box and it's like super pretty. It's like dark green. Back up here we have like the Funimation sticker, but it's actually like in Japanese. Piccolo, and then it says Dragon Ball Z here. We have Tamashii Nations and Bandai, and then this is Bandai Collection Shop. So I guess that's how you can get it or whatever. So I'm always kind of confused on like who makes these, because I think down here it has the trademark of Bandai, but we also have Tamashii Nations. So I don't quite know what part, plays what, if they just partner or what that is. But anyways, it doesn't really matter. I was just thought it was kind of interesting. But on the back here we have some different poses for Piccolo, showing kind of the different highlights of him. And then down here it says easy to collect and cool style. So anyways, let's give a look at the actual figure again. I just have him behind me here. So this is Piccolo. I was kind of showing you in the beginning, and hopefully with that clip you can kind of see just how cool this figure is. Obviously he's in a squatted pose, and he is about to blast Imperfect Cell away. So, and the one thing that I really like about Piccolo as a character is he uses this like cape and turban to train with, because it's like super, super heavy. And then he takes them off sometimes to fight, but that's how he gets stronger and whatnot. And so obviously here he didn't take them off, but it's really cool because it's flowing, so he's creating such an energy that it's moving despite being super heavy. And it really looks cool because it looks heavy still, even though it's moving. I don't know, they've done something to it to still give it like a weighted look. The plastic itself is actually the lightest plastic on this piece, which is kind of ironic. That's just so it doesn't weigh down the figure too much, but it's actually pretty light, so you'll want to be careful if you get this, because this piece is definitely delicate. We have some really good face sculpting in Piccolo's face. Sometimes it's a little bit hard to get Dragon Ball Z characters to look good, and I think that Figuarts does really, really well. You just got all kinds of different coloring on here. Piccolo's a very colorful character. You can see his ankle. And they also come with a base, which is really cool. And then he's got like little dust clouds kicked up around his feet, which is very neat. The base is removable, however, it helps support him, so I don't really know why you'd take it off. The figure itself is actually pretty weighted. It's all just probably like PVC or something. But it has a really good weight to it, and it looks really, really nice. Another thing, though, that Piccolo comes with is his special beam cannon hand, which is very cool. So he can, like, blow away, beam away, cannon away. He can hit Raditz if you want to go back and do that. So that's actually really cool. That's like that, and basically you just replace this hand with this. It's not quite movie accurate because this scene is specific to Imperfect Cell. So anyways, but I thought that was a really cool figure, and I think that he definitely looks nice. They have others in this line that are all pretty scaled to each other, and they're in poses, which is cool. So these aren't articulated, but they pose them where you don't have to ever articulate them, which me personally, I prefer. So I have like my own, the Star Wars Figuarts figures, and I just pose them and I keep them in a pose. And so having a statue like this is really nice. It takes away, the unneeded articulation that you're never going to use. Of course, you can't pose it the way you want to, so that's kind of another drawback. This line, Bandai also makes their S.H.Figuarts line, which is like what the Star Wars line is, so those are fully posable, so it does kind of give you an array. This is just a really cool piece for those who kind of like the statues and aren't constantly reposing their figures. So it's got some drawbacks in the fact that it doesn't move on its own, but at the same time it's posed in a really awesome way with like super great art, and you don't have to worry about seeing joints. It looks fully there and most like Piccolo compared to other figures. So anyways, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and let me know what you think about this guy down in the comments. So anyways, until then, have a good day and bye.